Hello, I am Dawn Black. I am the creator of the Wikipedia and sacredhearth.com. And so I decided to do a series of live morning chats. I didn't realize it's an experiment to start with. I, in part to get me used to being on camera so I can make better and more, um, I guess, just better videos. And so each morning, weekday mornings, I think it's better if people are not in the house when I'm doing this. I will be just giving a little chat about what I'm up to today and regarding my witchcraft, homesteading, all the things that I do as a kitchen witch on any given day. So today, tonight is moon dark, and that is something that I do recognize as a Sabbath day. Um, and it is the night of the traveling dead, the Hecate's supper. Hecate is one of the guardians, or rather, psychopomps, escorts of the souls back and forth through into the underworld, between the underworld and this world. So when there's no moon out, they are traveling. So we like to leave offerings out to refresh them on their journeys. So I'll probably do some baking today, not just for the traveling dead, but also for the family. We could use some bread. We're out of bread. So I'll definitely make a loaf of bread, maybe something else. Probably a couple of different varieties of bread. I just made a cake and some muffins. It was my husband's birthday recently, so we did make a cake for that. Um, so that's what I will probably be doing today, is baking, and then some of that will, of course, go to the wandering dead. Tomorrow is the new moon, and setting goals for the month is one of the things that I do on the new moon. I also clean up the altar, and this altar here, my big, you can't even see it. It's a mess. I do clean it on a regular basis, but it gets so cluttered with stuff. So it is absolutely necessary to clean it up once a month. So on the new moon, I clean off the altar. I give it a good dusting and cleaning. I clean all of my statues. I refresh any of my figurines. I don't know if they're this big. Do they count as statues? They're figures. Um, I but I am in the process of putting together my ancestor altar. I've collected quite a few items, and selected a spot to put my ancestor altar, or rather, I should say, my shrine to my beloved dead. So I will spend some time working on that. My grandmother died a couple years ago now, actually, and she had a wall of um, ancestors. Basically, she had some pictures of our her parents and my grandfather's parents, and wedding pictures. And so I took those after she died, and I am putting them up in my basement, these are very old pictures. They are, you don't want light to get on them. So I decided to set up the Ancestor Altar in the basement where there's not a lot of light. There are windows there, but they don't shine on the wall that I have chosen. And there's a little shelf there too. Um, so I will be working on that. I also have the an old chest of stuff that is very moldy and smelly that I need to air out, which I probably won't do until summer. Right now it's very wet and cold outside. I'll probably want to do it outside, but again in the shade because there's tons of pictures in there that can't handle the light. Um, and then I have my great grandmother's old sewing machine stand. And I think that I'm going to take the sewing machine stand and actually set it up with a modern sewing machine. And now you can see my altar here, or my shrine, I guess, to the gods here is also my computer desk. Or rather, the shrine, the altar is up, the shrine is up here, the computer desk is here. This is where I work. This is where I write and do research for the most part. But I think so it's kind of a combined situation. And I think, my work honors my gods a bit. So I feel like it makes sense. But the ancestor shrine that I'm setting up downstairs, if I set up the sewing machine and everything there, I also have I have stuff that I inherited from my mother-in-law who died last summer. We've had a lot of deaths in the past 2 years. And it's been rough. And so setting up the basement, it's not a basement, it's a sub level. There's still more basement underneath. But it's our family room. It's where we watch TV and things. So I want to set up a craft area like within the ancestor shrine. I have never really had a craft area. My husband has a bunch of his music stuff down there too. So it's, I think I mean, his ancestors, his mom, super into music. I mean, she taught him, obviously. So, so yeah, that's my something that I will work on tomorrow. The tidying up of the existing altar won't take very long. This whole area is an absolute mess. We're in a state of flux. I have been moving my workspace around to make it more private. And it ended up getting jammed in the corner of the bedroom, which I'm not sure is going to work out for me long term, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. So that is what I'm up to today. And this, again, specifically today, it is moon dark. The wandering dead are the wandering and traveling dead are out and about tonight. So we will stay indoors after the sun goes down. But before the sun goes down, we will leave out some snacks for them, which I will spend much of the day baking. And then tomorrow we will talk about my altars and my goals for the month. The new moon is a great time to set your goals, and that's what I intend to do. So I hope you enjoyed this little chat with me. We'll do this every day, and we will have you'll be able to interact back and forth. Subscribers can interact back and forth, answer questions with on the stream. So again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, I hope you'll be back tomorrow.